Steve Morgan for Fishing Monthly Magazine's down here on a windy day in Melbourne, Victoria, and we're here with Scott O'Hare from Aussie Boat Sales. He's the importer of Robalo boats. Let's check out the 207 twin console crossover.
Well, the 207 that you're looking at today is my favourite boat in the whole lineup, and partly because it's a very much a do-all boat. Anybody who's considering purchasing a fishing boat, but there's a bit of pressure on the missus to have something to muck around with the kids behind the boat with skiing or tubes, the 207 fits the bill perfectly. It comes in between about 85 and 100 depending on the engine size, but it's unashamedly a fishing boat. It definitely is designed to go out and do serious fishing, but it's a bow rider, so you get all of the space of a bow rider, great cockpit space, kill tanks, live bait tanks, direct overboard drainage, all the bronze through hull fittings and live bait tank strainers, dry lockers. It is a smart boat. Good fuel capacities, so it's even got a toilet in it. So in fact every Robalo from the 207 all the way through to the big boats, every Robalo, even our 18-foot centre console, has a toilet in it, which is one of the unique things Robalo have done, and I think a few of the others are trying to catch up on that score. So once again, you'll see the 207. It's a very nice soft hull. It's an easy boat to handle for a novice owner, 20 foot 7 inches, but it still has that meaty, tough attitude and a very, very capable machine. No, well that's the thing. I mean, this is where the hydrolift hull really comes into its own. We don't have big swells today. It's probably 20 knots of breeze, roughly. So it's going to be a bit choppy at this end of the bay. But if you were caught at the other end of the bay and there were bigger swells, that boat will handle it hands down. It'll be a soft ride. It'll be a dry ride. Big flared Carolina bow on the front of the boat. If you do get any water in there, it drains straight out, and nice high windscreens, so you get protection behind the windscreens. Very comfortable seating. You're not going to get bashed up. Often with these things, you launch off a swell. We had a run out of Bass Strait recently and we launched off a swell, and I was waiting for my bone-shattering landing and it just didn't happen. It's like landing on air. It was fantastic. Well, a lot of it's to do with technique, trailering, getting boats on and off trailers, and certainly you can't sort of launch one of these things in a super shallow ramp like you can with a smaller boat. But a lot of our owners do have drawbar extensions and do beach launching with these. That is more about trailer choice than anything, but handling a boat that size is really not that different. I mean, honestly, if you go up to a 30-footer, it's not that different. It's bigger, it's a little heavier, but there's more power, and that power generally is translated into the water. You've got more weight in the water. So I would say if you're thinking of upgrading from an aluminium boat and getting into fiberglass, don't be scared of its size and weight. If you're half competent in the aluminium boat, you'll be more than half competent in the fiberglass boat.